Hi guys, and welcome back to Next Good Thing, a channel where I help you do stuff. For a lot of people, keeping your environment clean is second nature. But for a lot of people, it's a little bit harder. And there are lots of reasons for this. Some people just hate chores and they find it really difficult to get motivated to clean things, so by the time they get motivated, there's a lot to do. And for some other kinds of people, and I'm in this category, however clean or messy my environment is tends to have a lot to do with how I'm feeling at the time. If I'm feeling on top of the world and everything is great, then my room is spotless, my desk at work is perfectly organized, and everything looks like it's out of a catalog. But if I'm feeling overwhelmed or stressed out, my place tends to look a bit messier. And for both of these categories of people, it's so hard to think that it's important to put your dish in the sink or in the dishwasher right away when you have so many homework assignments to do, or you have a really late deadline for work, or you have to plan a huge thing that's happening this weekend. But if you identify with this type of issue as much as I do, I'm sure that once you finished whatever task was immediately stressing you out, you look up and you see that your environment looks like a disaster zone. And now, on top of all the other stresses that you were just trying to get under control, you have to add the stress of getting your environment back into a clean and orderly mode. I'm here to help you fix that today. That's why today, I'm gonna teach you how to keep your environment clean. The first step when it comes to keeping your environment clean doesn't actually involve any cleaning at all. I know, we're off to a really good start, huh? This step is to block out distractions. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to be completely and totally focused only on the cleaning at all times, but it does mean that if you know your dog is gonna attack the vacuum whenever you try to vacuum and that stresses you out, maybe put your dog in another room or let it take a nap in its crate while you do that task. Or if you know that you're not the kind of person who's going to be able to tear yourself away from scrolling through a subreddit on your phone, then maybe you should put your phone down just for a minute, long enough to get motivated to do the task at hand. If scrolling through social media in general tends to be a big time suck for you, don't worry. I've got some tips about that right here. Just remove the temptation to do something else rather than cleaning, because chances are, if you're not a person who just generally finds joy in cleaning, most things will appeal to you other than the chore. So whatever the likely culprit is, just put that aside for right now. See? Step 1 done, easy peasy. Step 2 of keeping your environment clean is to clean small things as you go. Now, I mentioned before that one of the biggest reasons that people have a hard time keeping their environment clean is because the act of cleaning is something they associate with a tremendous amount of effort. And certainly if every time you go to clean something, it feels like you have a mountain of work to do, you're not gonna wanna do it because that's stressful. So the best solution to that is to do very small things along the way every day so that when you have to do a bigger task, it's not as overwhelming. Throw out your takeout containers or wash your dish immediately after you're done with a meal. If you just made yourself a nice dinner, make sure to put your pots and pans in the dishwasher or under some hot water in the sink until you're done with your meal. And then, as soon as you're done eating your dinner, put your dishes in the dishwasher or wash them in the sink. Now, if dishes are something that you have a particular issue with, don't worry, I got you covered there too. When you do small steps like this every day, it takes maybe 2 seconds out of your day, but it makes it so that you don't have to expend huge amounts of effort later when you see that everything's piled up. So you may say, okay, doing the dishes right away, no problem. Throwing out packaging as soon as I open a package, no worries there. But other tasks like running the dishwasher or putting the dishes away or taking the trash out or even doing and then folding laundry. They're tasks that basically take the exact same amount of effort every time, but it's often less efficient or even impossible to do little bits of that task throughout the day. This step 2, doing things as you go, actually applies to those as well. As soon as you see that the trash bin is full, take out the trash. When you notice that the dishwasher is done washing dishes, put the dishes away. And when you see that the laundry is done in the dryer, start folding it. Now, I don't mean drop everything you're doing to go do this task. If you're in the middle of reading a chapter of a book, let yourself finish that chapter and then go do the task. But in a broader sense, doing these tasks as soon as you see them throughout the day helps make it so that you don't have to expend huge amounts of effort cleaning later on. You'll also find that the more you get into this habit of picking up after yourself as you go and doing tasks as they come up, this will help you remove stress or anxiety or just even a general distaste for chores going forward. Great job! Let's move on to step 3. Step 3 is to do something fun while you're doing your chores to counteract the annoying or boring parts of what you don't want to do. If you hate putting away the dishes, get out your phone and listen to some music that you really love and dance around the kitchen while you're putting away the dishes. If you hate doing laundry, watch an episode of your favorite TV show while you fold it. If you really hate taking out the trash, do bicep curls with the bag while you take it out to the dumpster. Doing little things like this help you associate fun and self-care with these tasks. And that's important because it is self-care. Things like keeping your environment clean, showering, brushing your teeth, brushing your hair, these aren't things that are necessarily fun or indulgent, but they are self-care. Self-care doesn't always mean doing something indulgent. Sometimes it just means that you have to do some of the annoying work that it takes to take care of yourself. Even if you really don't like doing laundry or dishes or taking out the trash, doing these things to maintain your environment are small ways that you remind yourself that you matter and that you're worth the time that it takes to do these things, because you deserve a clean space. You deserve clean clothes and clean dishes. And you deserve a trash bin that's not overflowing with trash. Great work, you guys. See, 3 steps so far and only one of them actually involved cleaning. It's pretty good. Now, on to the bonus round. This week's bonus round is to ask for help when you need it. Sometimes little things are just too overwhelming to tackle. If you're feeling overwhelmed for whatever reason and doing these kinds of tasks seems to be taking more energy out of you than usual, I totally encourage you to ask for help from the people around you. If you have so much to do and you know you need to fold laundry, but you have a friend coming over and you've got all this homework to do and you don't know what to do, take a breath. Breathe. While you're talking to your friend, ask them to help you fold laundry. If you're working crazy long hours and by the time you get home from work and finish dinner you're super stressed one week, let your roommate know that you could really use some help picking up the slack for just a little bit, just until things mellow out at work and you have a little bit more energy to contribute. As long as you generally put your best foot forward and do your part in taking care of yourself, no one's gonna stop being your friend or stop wanting to live with you because you asked them to help out with the dishes or to fold your laundry. Everyone's human, and we need some help sometimes, and there's no shame in that. Now, this week's episode does assume that you're starting out with a relatively clean space already. But if you have a particularly difficult time every time you go to clean your kitchen or your bathroom or your bedroom or whatever it is, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do a special episode on that just for you. That's it for this week, you guys. Great job. Special thanks to Courtney Yu for the wonderful introduction animation she made for this channel. Links to her content in the description box below. Links to other episodes mentioned in this video, and links to Courtney's other amazing artwork can be found in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends. And don't forget to click that little bell icon that lets you know when a new episode's out. I release new videos every Wednesday. And as always, I believe in you.